This is Aprajita here. In the previous lecture, we have studied two types of inflation based on rate. The first was creeping inflation and the next was walking or trotting inflation. In this video, we will be studying the next two types of inflation, running inflation and galloping or hyperinflation. So let's start with running inflation. What is running inflation? We have seen in the previous talk that walking inflation beyond 4% is not good. It actually makes the economy unstable. But in case of running inflation, it lies from the range of 10 to 20%. So, as we understand, this is actually not very good for any country to have running inflation. Running inflation has a very significant rate of growth. And running inflation also has a tendency of going up. That is, when there is running inflation in a country, there is a tendency of creeping in the inflation. That is, small bits, it keeps on increasing and increasing. In case of running inflation, the supply cannot keep up with the demand. Why? Let's take an example. In case of running inflation, people do have so much money that they have more demand to buy things. They will have more money, that means they will try to get more stuffs, and hence any factory or government will not be able to keep up with the needs of the people. This kind of situation happened in 1980s. In 1980s, when USSR was disintegrated. Now let us come to the next type of inflation, that is hyperinflation or galloping inflation. This is a very rare phenomenon. This hardly occurs in any of the countries. But when this type of inflation occurs, it is the sign that the economy of the country has completely failed. What happens in this kind of inflation? In hyperinflation, there is no limit, or more specifically, there is no upper limit for the inflation. That is, it can range even beyond 100%. For example, we can take that of Venezuela. There, people go with a suitcase of money to buy one banana. So, there the economy has completely failed and the economy is very, very unstable. So, naturally, we understand that hyperinflation is not at all good for any country. Now, before ending the different topics of inflation, we need to understand one note for India. In case of India, RBI is responsible for controlling the inflation, and they do it through different monetary policies. And RBI can only control inflation to a certain limit, and that also when it is a demand pull inflation. So, in case of demand pull inflation, what RBI can do? RBI can take a bit of money from the liquidity which is there in the market and reduce the money supply, thus causing stability between the demand and supply. For today, we'll complete the talk now. Thank you, and we'll continue with some other topic in the next talk.